3, 2, 1, and we're rolling. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Yeah, it's starting. Okay, it's been started, bro.
Oh, so they got a lot. They got a lot.
I got all of it. I got all of it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
After he's like, oh shit. Never mind.
We have to edit that out.
I'm gonna have to go back. But yeah, we're doing another podcast. Welcome to another episode of Across the Room. I'm Rene Angel, and I'm here with my co-host
Damien, and we are here with
I call him the real life Forrest Gump. He's a man that has done many things. Thank you, sir. Military, Army, infantry. Man was a fisherman in Alaska and works with horses. Does a whole bunch of cool shit. It is my cousin, more I say like a brother, Randy Angel. What's going on, Randy?
Happy to be
What's
on.
up, Randy?
Thank you guys. Happy to be here.
How you doing, Randy? How you doing today?
Pretty well. I didn't really do shit today, so can't really complain about much. It's pretty
Nice.
chill, easy day. Nice Friday.
What's up? You got anything going on for the weekend?
We have our cousin's baby shower.
That's why I can't make it to the thing.
Yeah, a lot of babies popping up in the family right now.
Stupid baby.
I'm
just kidding.
Yeah. We're not
Joking.
cutting that. We're not cutting that. It'll be a solo mission tomorrow, but we got it. We'll take it over.
It's gonna be fine, dude.
It's gonna be me there in a pair of black Vans, running shit.
Cheekscast.
Cheekscast. But we're not here to talk about Cheekscast. I mean, let's plug the event first. So be there tomorrow, 1625 St. Gertrude Place. You're going to see Cheeks Productions there. And we are going to be there to host the grand... Well, no, we're not hosting, but we're going to be there covering the grand opening.
I thought you were going to say Grammy. The Grammys.
No, I'm not trying to get slapped on
the
stage.
Grammys, though? Remember, Grammys? That'd be sick. Like weed.
But it's like a weed...
Yeah. The Grammys. It's like a weed awards.
It's like a weed championship.
The Grammys.
I'm pretty sure he'll get sued for that.
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
I don't think they're gonna let that fly.
But it's still a good idea, though. Top of the dome.
But we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about. We're here to talk with your cousin, Mr. Randy Angel. So, Randy, let's start from the beginning. Where were you born? No, I was just kidding.
What was your social security number?
No, well, he invited us to this like beautiful fucking mansion, pretty much. And,
Oasis
up in Hacienda Heights, and man, it's just beautiful out here. So, and then like, if you guys could see the view, I don't know if the camera sees it, but
it probably gets a glare.
It's definitely gorgeous out there. You get such a nice place going on here. 4th
of July party's gonna be popping. I'm gonna see all the fireworks here, dog.
We're gonna see all the fireworks here.
I'm totally done.
Take some shrooms and look at the fireworks.
We could record it. We could podcast.
It's a great content. It's great content.
We could vlog it.
One of us gonna be hiding up in the trees by now. It's Nom out there.
Oh no.
Randy's PTSD is gonna fucking at it.
I know. We probably shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's beautiful out here. How'd you get up here? Like, what was the story of you making it up here?
I just really got lucky. Perfect timing. I was living in Long Beach for a year, and it was a really, really cool place.
That place was the shit.
It was like a Spanish-style house. It kind of reminded me of like Entourage, to be honest with you. And it had a lot of really green plants around. But my landlord, she, the woman that owned the house, she bought an Airstream and wanted to travel the country around that. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. It's something I would like to do one day. But she gave me like 6 months notice, so I had a lot of time to search around for something I want. This place came up, and then I jumped on it. Just jumped in as quick as possible. And
it's fucking sick. I mean, the elephant in the room is basically it looks like a drug dealer who owns this house, but we don't actually know the guy. But he's got a house next door apparently, and he's pretty much living the dream right now. Yeah, that's super cool. So you were in Long Beach. Is this? I heard you were in the military, right?
Yeah, I was in the Army. I went from the time I enlisted, like right when I was 19. And I got out by the time I was like 22, I would say. So a quick little stint.
Okay.
But it was fun. It was up and down definitely, but overall glad I did it.
How was the initial like basic training and like the experience of it?
You know what? It's actually a lot more. It wasn't as bad as I kind of thought it was going to be. I thought it was pretty hilarious. It wasn't too challenging. I played sports my entire life, so I thought it was just running and doing push-ups and jumping. Yeah, some people really struggle with it, but I was fine. But my favorite thing was just hearing the shit talking from the drill sergeants. Like they're pretty creative with the shit they say.
Really?
And
can you give me an example of like? Not too vulgar.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's already weed on here, so we can't do anything with this episode.
Like stupid, like they would just just try to insult you with like the dumbest shit. Like they'd call you like mouth breather or window licker, and then they try to like emasculate you. But like I thought it was funny because it was
mouth breather. These are older drill sergeants, then, right?
Yeah,
in their 40s.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like these were like
it's a very 40s thing to say.
Dudes in like early rock wars and stuff. So like they just had like. Really, like I'm trying to keep it like PG-13. That's why. They really had like no limit to what they would say. I thought it was pretty funny though.
Okay. Was that like
trying to make your job easier so you don't have to edit as much, dog?
Well, thanks for that, man. Renee's not helping at all. So. One thing I wanted to ask too is because I work with and I don't know what it is, but like I always run into Marines that come into the fucking dispensary all the time. Never really ran into any Army people, but what's the fucking deal with that, like, that battle, that relationship? Because it's always like,
tension?
Whenever I fucking talk to him, it's like, he's just like, dude, the fucking Army thinks they're all that, and the fucking Army this, and then, like, we fucked the Army up in the bar. And I was like, whoa, dude, I don't think you guys are all on the same team, technically, right?
There's a lot of shit talking there. We like to fuck with them, say they're like crayon eaters and stuff like that.
Crayon eaters.
What it really comes out to, like, I don't know, it's just they have a different culture than the Army. The Army, it's kind of more like, just shut your mouth and do what you're told type of deal. Where I think the Marines are, which they should be. They're pretty badass dudes at the end of the day. So they're a little more prideful, I would say. But yeah, they're a little more intense. I think that's just their culture. Their culture is naturally more intense than the Army, where the Army's kind of more like just shut up and do what you're told. You know, so like kind of like you kind of have to learn how to kind of be clandestine with a lot of things to get away in the Army. Like you kind of learn how to be like a little degenerate in a way. So yeah, so we're just more like secretive and stuff. And I'll admit to you, their PT standards are generally harder than the Army's. Their PT standards.
Oh, okay.
So like you'll definitely see a lot of fat soldiers, but you would hardly ever see a fat Marine. I'll give them that one. Like they may eat crayons, but they're pretty damn tough though.
Yeah, I guess that's what they do. Is just they work out. Is it? And this is true because like this is coming from a Marine. You have to actually score higher on the ASVAB to be a Marine.
That is false. That is, bro. No,
like this is what he told me. I had a conversation.
I'm just relaying the message.
I mean, there's a reason why we call them crown eaters. It's like that's the lowest ASVAB score for any other branch.
That's what I thought too. These nicknames don't the stereotype. They all kind of go together. But
then again, I was infantry, so it's like we didn't really need to be that much higher.
I think it's like a level above.
We're like just like a few points above maybe.
It's not too crazy.
But in my defense, I volunteered to be infantry because I was a dumbass.
Down ass fool.
Pretty much just talking shit, and I was like, man, I really got to do this now, huh? I was like, oh shit, now it's time.
2 years later, he's like, I'm really in this bitch right now.
Oh my god.
Fucking with sand in my ass. I'm like, oh shit.
Just post, I'm really out here.
They really put me out here.
Was it? I mean, you went overseas then, right?
Yeah. Most of my time was spent in Kuwait, and like I said before, we were just training a lot. My unit was there in like 2014 when ISIS first took Mosul, and the guys from the unit that went up there and stuff, it was just training and keeping security. So like, we want to sound cool, but no, I wasn't really. Like,
you weren't really doing much.
Nah,
you're just up there. You heard maybe some bombings or anything like that?
Yeah, you hear that stuff, but like, when you're in the military, like, it's kind of second nature to you. Like, you're always around that. You train for that, so it's not like you're like, oh shit,
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I know this is going back to the Marine stuff, but like, what kept you from being like a Marine? Like, what made you pick the Army?
I first tested with the Navy. Because I was a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, I want to be a Navy SEAL. And then I really thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Like, I should probably just try the Army before I try to do like the top of the top.
Army's like JV.
Yeah, and then I learned what ruck marching was, and I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna get out of the military is what I'm gonna do. So I tested with the Navy, and then I was like, yeah, I kind of want something else either. So I talked to the Army, Marines. I didn't even give the Air Force a shot because I was like, I'm not going to make it in there. They're just way too smart. So I remember the Marines, though, like, they wanted to send me, like, literally, like, the next week. And I was like, nah. Yeah, like, I was like, like, I was like,
Did you see you score, man?
yeah, but they were like,
obviously, school's not your thing, dog.
yeah, like, I already have the testing. They're like, you could just go to, like, we'll get you, like, within the month. And I was like,
bro, don't even trip. We got
chill,
you.
bro. I haven't had prom yet, dog.
yeah. And then I had a friend who was going to the Army. And then he kind of just like, oh, come talk to the recruiter. And, like, we were both drunk when we first linked up again, and then like he made it sound good, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do the Army, and then that's pretty much how I talked to the recruiter. Then I was like, yeah, the Army seems like something I want to do, and that's how I ended up there.
What was the initial job that you wanted to do?
I wanted to be infantry. That's definitely what I wanted to do.
Just on your mind.
Yeah, I wasn't really interested in taking any other job. I looked at like Cav Scout and Tanker, and then one of our cousins, Eric, I remember calling him. And I was like, so what can you tell me about Cav Scouts? He's like, oh, they're fucking gay. And I was like, all right, never mind. I guess I'm not going to do that. Like,
what's a Cav Scout?
It's pretty much like they do a lot of recon, like the forward reconnaissance, and like that's essentially what they're supposed to do. But pretty much it's what we do too. It's just inner rivalries
Just
between.
a title.
Yeah, just a title,
like Marines and Army, kind of like.
Yeah, so it's just an inner branch rivalry.
It's like clicky thing, that everyone's got going on. It's like, if you're from somewhere else, it's like you're bad or something like that, or like you're not good enough to be over here, or like.
There's just so many alpha type people in the military.
Yeah, everybody's an alpha, bro.
Yeah, everybody like has that alpha mentality, especially like.
Does that shit get annoying?
You know what, like. I didn't really care. Like, I didn't think too much. Sometimes, yeah, it definitely gets annoying. But, like, I can't say, like, I was like, oh, I'm above that. Because I definitely participated in my own ways, too, you know? So, like, I
was part of it.
Yeah, I
was an alpha. What do you mean I was an alpha?
Like, no,
I'm the alpha of this fucking team.
Above what?
I wouldn't say like that, but, like, for example, like, if, like, a guy would, like, we get in a fight, like, I'm not going to... Of course, my friends were going to get in a fight, then like I was drunk and dumbass enough back then to participate with that, or like, talking shit or bagging on somebody just because like,
oh okay,
because
they're in the Marines.
No, this would be guys in our own platoon, like just like if I don't know, we just felt like bagging on them one day, and like we just all like just we just all bullied, and it happens to everybody, like so it wasn't like just like we're just trying to victimize somebody or like we're just trying to take it out on them. Yeah. It's just if we're just assholes. If we felt like doing it that day, then we're going to do it.
That's what I hear like that place is. It's like playing sports almost, right? It's like a bunch of just dudes in there who want to fuck each other up pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the same essence, but like in a way, right? It's like who's the top dog around that.
Yeah, because then
that's why it works though, you know what I'm saying?
You got other infantry units and stuff too. So like it's all competition. Like they were like, oh, everybody wants to be and nobody really knows who the best is. Like how the fuck you gonna? I guess the officers might know, but we definitely don't know. So that's why we just be assholes.
Yeah,
like it's the quickest thing to revert to.
I was gonna say it's a natural dude thing too.
Yeah, just to be like better than your peers, right?
Exactly.
Like to be like somewhat in a way better than your peers. I don't think I've ever been like that. I was always too shy to be like super alpha dog, but I definitely participate in shit like that too,
Yeah.
I didn't have times when like, you're all roasting someone or like you do get in a fight with your friends and stuff like that. I can say that honestly, but I don't know. Can you?
I'm just not a good roaster too. I'll try. I just can't
what do you say?
No, I was just coming up with like the weakest shit. Yeah. Like I'll embarrass myself if I try.
You just get nervous. I just get nervous. Let out all the bad shit before you can start getting to the good shit though.
Yeah, you're like the drill sergeants that he's talking about.
Yeah. I'll get my feelings hurt. Dude. Like, wow. You said that for real? Yeah. Wow, I can't believe you said that.
Sometimes people get their feelings hurt with mom jokes, and like if somebody took a report of that, they're like, "I didn't fuck your mom private." They have to like clear like, "Private, I didn't do that." Like,
put the knife down. Oh my god, that's cool though. I mean, like that's sick. I've always wondered what like the military life was like, and it's just basically a bunch of jocks fucking with each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always that lifetime guy in there though, right? Who's taking it the most serious. Who like, did you guys have one of those? Or?
I mean,
like one of the Steve Rogers, the Captain Americas.
Yeah, who was like, dude, this is America, and I'm defending it.
America.
I don't know if I really like. On. I don't really know if I met like too many hardcore patriots like that. Like, definitely people were like proud to be American and more than others. But But even like there was people that were more serious about it, but it was like they could still be like, all right, business is business, but when we're out of it, like they could still be like one of the guys, you know, even some of the higher up NCOs, like not necessarily like the even like some like the like platoon sergeants, like they're able to be.
Well, you mentioned like when you were actually when you were actually in it, you were like initially like, oh man, like I want to be in the army, I want to be part of the military infantry, right? And that's obviously involves like shooting and type of like action, because you're thinking of like action movie, right? When you're initially picking that stuff, was that what you were thinking, or
no? I just I mean I love movies. Obviously, I have posters all over my room, but no, it's just something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, and I just knew the timing was right then. I was out of high school, college wasn't a thing, so I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, it should be now, you know?
Did you lose like your patriotism going through the military? Were you just like more like fuck this, or was it just the love for the military in general?
Honestly, I can't like, don't get me wrong, I respect the country, and like I can't say I agree with everything, but I think there's some directions we should head, but I did it for me. That's what I did, you know. And I think there's more of like a unit love you get when you're there. Like you bond with the guys and you care more about them. So it's that's the best way to explain the relationship. But like it's hard to say like everybody was like, we're doing this for America.
Well, that's the thing about the Marines that I've talked to is like it's the total opposite.
Exactly.
I'm doing this for America. I'm defending my country. Like I don't know what the differences are, but it's like hoo-ah or some shit like that. But basically, they're doing it for like, to go and defend the country and stuff like that. As far as I know, that's what they've told me. And so like it's just different to see a different perspective on like, you know, you're an Army guy. I've talked to all these Marines, and it was always like, yeah, they like brainwashed us to like, you know, want us to go like defend the country as much as possible and die for it. When you're just like, nah, like I wasn't trying to do all that. You know, I was just trying to get in and get out, basically. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if I was in the situation, you know, I definitely would have did what I had to do, and I was ready to make the risk. That's without a doubt. You have to come to terms with that.
Bro.
Yeah,
right?
but at the same time, though, I'm like, I'm going to try to play this as smart as I can,
as possible, right?
Well, yeah, as smart as I can. You know, that's I guess kind of the way we're taught to think too, is like think smarter, not harder.
Okay.
You know, so like that's the way I'd try to approach anything. Is like, yeah, even I know the risk, but there's an intelligent way to try to approach this, even if there is complete chaos around. You got to try to control that chaos in some aspect, and that's one thing the Army really does try to preach, is how to control chaos.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. So like after you did it for what, 3 years?
Yeah, about 3.5 years.
3.5 years, and then you got out, and then what was your first move after that?
Shit, I came home, started smoking weed right away.
Smoking weed?
As I still do. And then I worked like Lowe's and like a bunch of other jobs like that, you know, like retail shit. I fucking hated it, man.
Say, you've always said you fucking hated doing retail.
Yeah.
Because I grew up doing retail. He's like, dude, he's like, it shit sucked. Because you worked at Lids, right? Was it Lids?
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
No, I know for like, it was like a tryout for like the fucking, but they had me do it like what is it, Black Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, we were both in agreement, like, this isn't for you. Like, nah, this isn't.
What happened?
Just fucking, I get frustrated with like people asking dumb questions, you know, especially coming from the military.
Like, will this hat fit me?
Yeah, like
I don't know, dude. There's a strap on your back, you asshole.
Yeah, like,
It's a snapback, you ass.
Probably
stuff like that, or like they're trying to like get a deal on it, and like in my head I'm like, dude, just switch the stickers. I'm not gonna say shit. Like fuck Lids, you know, like I'm not like
I ain't losing my fucking
like
my life over this shit.
but that's cool though. I mean, like you get to see what it tastes of like retail. I'm still in retail, but I mean, as I get free bud, so I guess it kind of.
It's a different type of retail.
I would definitely see that.
It's probably worse, or maybe the same thing. Because it's cranky people who come in who haven't smoked.
I was gonna say that too. So is it like people who haven't had their coffee? They're like, I haven't had my weed yet. Don't talk to me.
Dude, I had this lady come in and she was just I said hi, would not say anything, just like looked at me, and like not hot at all, right? Like she's not like even worth like what. You know, she's the energy she's putting out, right?
Sweetie, you're not.
I
was trying to be respectful here.
Don't do this.
You're over the hill, lady. So basically, she comes in today and she's like, I got a weed here for $20 last time. That's what I want. So not only are you not like acting like a dick, you're not spending any money. So that's frustrating because like I get that a lot. It's always like
somebody helped me last time. The person last time did this for me or some shit like that.
Or it's always like
they want the same, like another deal.
I want the best bud, but I only got $25.
I'm gonna show you what you can get for this.
Look, man, there's probably a bunch of legal shops down here. You should probably go to them because they're getting that shit here.
Especially, you deliver it too, right? So
Yeah.
You would typically think if you're going to deliver, you're going to probably spend a little bit over $25.
You have to. It's $50
right?
minimum.
That's what I was like. So what are they even thinking about?
Minimum here.
I know these people, like you said, bro. Like some people just want things directly in front of them and ready to go, and then like you're just like, I can't do that, dude. You're gonna need me to get me more than just coming here and saying hi.
Yeah, that's funny because I fulfill orders.
Yeah.
And sometimes all I do is fulfill them. People leave notes. I can't do anything about it. Like it's already
Like
your
what?
stuff. Your
Like,
stuff.
give me
We
one.
already have it. So and they're like, "Oh, please leave in front of my door." I'm like, "Okay, tell the mailman that." I'm like, "I can't help you with that."
USPS said they would not do that.
Yeah,
In fact,
like-
they're throwing it on the lawn.
Like USPS is gonna come. I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me, there's one package out of 200.
this guy specifically said,
This one right here. Please make sure this gets."
I marked it for you, all right?
I marked it. He's
here's a 20. You slide it to him.
he's gonna be really mad if he doesn't get it.
I already got 5 bad Yelp reviews. Can't afford one more, man.
But then again, too, like think about it, like the fucking like the person who's actually fulfilling the order, the notes, they're just like yeah, I'll put it on there. Like I'm not gonna say no to that guy, because you could sit there and be like, look, we don't deliver it, but they're gonna be like, just put on there,
Just put it on there.
okay, I'll just put it on there. No one's gonna see it.
People just want to be heard, man.
exactly. But it's always like interesting working in retail because like you definitely get to see a side of people who like and I've had my moments too where like
It's a good pour.
I don't think I've ever been like to the point where like I was mean to people, but I was definitely like, damn, that shit was right in front of me, and I just asked this guy that question,
Yeah.
And I always felt stupid after talking to him because I'm like, fuck, I just like for me, I'd be like, dude, it's right there. Well, you didn't even fucking look.
What are you talking about?
So in my head, I'm just like thinking of him walking away, just like, what an idiot.
You're all looking at
Yeah, what
you're
the
looking at your
fuck,
guy,
yeah.
your coworker. What a fucking moron, dude.
This fucking douchebag just asked me where some residence in front of his face, dude.
I was definitely meeting people for the few months or a year I worked retail. Like,
Oh yeah.
like they're like, we're gonna tell the manager, and I
was,
was
like,
like, I'll
your
walk
worst-
you right to them.
What was like your worst horror story?
So one time this I worked in the lumber department at Lowe's, and this woman came in, and I was actually in a good mood, so I was like, yeah, I'll help you out, and she told me what she wanted, the dimensions, so I took her to them. And then I was like, I'll help you pick them out too. And then like some were warped and bowed, so I was like, I'll give you the discount. So because like why not?
Yeah.
Like I don't care about those.
It's starting off great. First
Right?
off, yeah. So
I thought I was doing good. I was proud
So
of
far, so
myself.
good.
I'm like, man, I'm learning. Like, so anyways,
Talking to people right now, baby.
Let's do this.
so she comes back later, and she's like comes back just mad, like through the door. She's like, you gave me the wrong pieces, blah blah blah. And I'm like, ma'am, like you told me the size you want, and I took you there, and like I showed you this is what you want, and you looked at it. You're like, yeah. I'm like, it's not my fault. You told me you wanted the wrong ones, And she's like, well, I want help right now, but I was helping a customer. I was like, I'll help you right after I'm done with these people. Like, we're gonna be done in a minute. She's like, no, right now. And I was like, you know what? Like, my mood just changed. I was like, ma'am, you kiss my ass. I'm not going to help you no more.
Holy
And then
shit.
she's like, what'd you say? I was
awesome.
like, you could kiss my ass. I'm not going to help you no more. And
so awesome.
She's like, oh, I'm going to tell the manager. I was like, I'll walk you to him if you want after. I was like, but I'm still going to help this customer first. So then, like, she's like, where is he at? So I told her, I was like, oh, he's down here, and this is his office, make it right.
Yeah.
So then he comes back, and then he's like,
Can't say that.
he's like, no, he comes back with her, and she's still mad. And then he's like, did you call this woman a bitch? I was like, oh my God. I was like, I did not call her a bitch. I told her to kiss my ass. I was like, and the cameras are right there. I was like, go look at them. Like, I speak pretty clear, It's like, you can read my lips. And then, so he just told her like the bullshit she wanted to hear. After he's like, yeah, you really can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you're not going to fire me. So what are we doing here? Like,
When she comes around, I'll go to the back. That.
Yeah.
We'll compromise.
and that was pretty much it. But I said it because like I knew they were struggling to keep people on. So I was like, they're not going to fire me. And
Shit.
if they do, I'll find another bullshit job.
Yeah.
I was just like, there it is.
That's awesome. That's like speaking for all of us at
Yeah.
this table right now, bro.
I had a customer because I forgot that I used to sell phones for Sprint.
Uh-huh.
So and I was working at a kiosk in a mall, and
Yeah.
it was me and my boy. We were just chilling by the stand.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a lady comes up all pissed. She's like, "You need to help me fix my phone." And she was talking to my buddy, And then she's like, "You need to help me fix my phone." And he's like, "Okay, miss." He's like, "Let's what's your number and stuff like that." And then her number wasn't showing up. And he's like, "Miss, it's not showing up." And then he looked at the phone. It was a T-Mobile.
Oh,
we
shit.
were Sprint.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Miss, I can't help you. Like you have T-Mobile." And she's like, "No, you're gonna help me fix it." And my buddy's like, he's like, "Bitch, I can't help you. You have T-Mobile." And I'm just standing there looking at it. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." And then he's like, he pointed at the sign because we had a sign. He's like, "Bitch, this is Sprint. This isn't T-Mobile."
She's like, look,
I was like,
look, I don't understand what you're saying.
"How clear do you need me to be?"
I remember when you worked on that job, and then I remember you left him literally for the store right next to it, right?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
That's for the company that I work for.
Yeah, there you go.
So it worked out perfect.
Exactly.
Hey, it was a stepping stone.
Yeah, dude. No, really. I mean, it sounds like I would not want to be doing little cell phones and people.
Dude, I was-
like,
Fuck no, especially older people too who
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how to do anything.
Yeah, it
with
was
that
annoying.
stuff.
It was in the mall. So, but on my break, I used to go to BJ's,
BJ's brewery.
the brewery. Yeah, and I used to pound a few beers.
Fucked up. They go back to work.
And at there was a sushi spot down the other way.
Uh huh.
They had like freaking $6 pints or some shit. So
Yeah.
on my lunch, I used to fuck those up too. And
oh, I know what sushi spot you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
right?
They got. I like the.
the happy hour is pretty nice.
Shouts out that sushi spot.
Yeah, so
Renee's kicking spot. For
that
the
was,
fucked up
but and then I
lunches.
was like, maybe I shouldn't drink on my lunch anymore. This isn't fun.
But that's what retail would do to people, though.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how many
I
times-
was slowly turning
yeah.
into an alcoholic. I was like, let me
do the sprint.
These are my early stages of alcoholism.
yeah, let me pump the brakes a little bit
man.
here.
I used to get high at work all the time. I used to take because we used to have this big cooler at a place I'm not gonna name, but we used to have a big cooler, and then I used to take my stizzy in there, and we used to just all.
So discreet, bro. So discreet.
But it looked like because it was cold in there, they looked like breath coming out. So
Perfect.
it's like, yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are geniuses.
And then there was one time we actually had to work at the cooler, so it was like 40 degrees.
Damn.
You know, we were all bundled up, and then my friend, I used to take edibles sometimes, like before I went, like 10 milligrams, no big deal. And then my friend gave me a hit of his wax pen. It was an actual wax pen. I forgot those even existed because you could put the actual wax in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I
So-
took a hit, and I was like, oh shit. And then the edible kicked in at the same time.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I was like doing the trays and shit, but it took me like 2 hours.
Hold up.
one thing at a time, bro. One thing at a
I
time.
think at one point I was like, hey guys, I need to go on my break. I'm gonna be right back.
I gotta wait this out. Let me wait this
Yeah, I
out.
need to go take a piss real quick.
You know, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I need about a 10-minute.
You're really asking a lot right now, dude.
No, but that shit, bro. Retail. Yeah, you're right. Retail will fucking definitely do that. It's like you almost die inside.
Exactly. I get sad when I see people have
Yeah.
like a really strong allegiance to their jobs, and it's like a retail job. It's like, man,
Oh,
like
yeah,
fuck
dude.
them, you know, like.
You know where that's the worst at is in and out. Oh, fuck. Cut that out.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
I know.
You were doing so good. You were doing so good.
But that place just like because they're all young kids, they're all 18, 19,
And they're getting paid
all
decent
like,
for the
Yeah.
first time,
Well,
yeah.
they're getting paid like $18 now.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go.
Right? Yeah, they're all like,
No, I won't
in and
take
outs
me
to
to tattoos.
shit. Yeah, they're like, what's up? So it's all the younger kids working in the morning because that's the ones who are like, I'm gonna get up early and do a great job, and then you get all the slouches.
I'll be right
at the
back.
end- At the end, should we pause it?
You can
No?
go. That's cool.
Yeah. So basically,
Let's go outside.
Well, just pause it. Just pause it. Ooh. I'm gonna have to cut this out anyway, so.
That's cool.
Damn. But basically, yeah, retail can do some shit to you. Have you, like, looked anywhere, like, what other retail places have you worked?
Well, pretty much that was it. After retail, that's when I got in the fishing industry up in Alaska.
Oh, sick. Yeah, Rene told me about this.
Yeah.
Deadliest catch, right? Like, shit like
Pretty
that.
well, not that crazy. It was a crazy gig, and we did work mad hours and made some pretty decent money. But I drifted at salmon, so we
Okay. Wild salmon?
yeah,
Obviously, right,
Well,
yeah.
we were the wild caught salmon.
Okay.
But, it's definitely a rough job. Like I think the longest we probably ever been on deck was like around 70 hours.
God
and
damn.
that was
no sleep. So just 7 hours straight.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then honestly, like when we would get sleep, it would be about like you're lucky if you get 3 hours altogether. It's mostly gonna be like an hour here, 30 minutes here. Those guys are fucking tough. I don't do it anymore because I'm like I do not want to be putting myself in these situations anymore.
Why? What kind of situations? Was
Just
How bad was it?
not necessarily like
Going overboard or something like that.
I actually did go overboard one time.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I did go overboard. But luckily it was a pretty calm day out there, but it still was fucking cold. So that was like we worked probably like around I don't know at least maybe 50 hours. I remember it was quite a bit, and I probably got a quick 30 minutes sleep, and then
Sick.
we tied up. So the way it works out there is we never actually go back to land. What we do is we tie up to those big tenders that you see on like Deadliest Catch, those huge barges. We tie up to them in the water, and they use these cranes to pull the fish out of our fish bags, which are below the deck. So it's a process, we got to tie it up, and then we got to lead the crane in, we got to hook up the bag, then we got to send it back over, and it's a little hazardous, but it's definitely a doable job,
Yeah.
So anyways, we were finishing up, everything was done, and like you get complacent, you get comfortable, so we were untying, and I was on the bow of the boat, which is the very front of it. There's absolutely no guardrails or anything, so I'm untying the boat, and then I throw the line, but we hit a big wake just came, I think by a passing boat, and it kind of rocked us, and I was just like leaning too far over, and I was like, boop, like he just went in there, yeah. So I'm blessed because if we were coming together, I absolutely would have got crushed and died, but luckily we were pulling apart. So, the waves weren't too strong that day. I tried to swim initially, but it was way too difficult. So I was like, I just got to fucking tread water and stay calm. I just told myself, like, just stay calm.
Yeah.
So they saw me right away. Our boat was a little bit too far, though, so it was the barge that had to pull me out. And I remember like they come and they're like, man, overboard, and they throw a line, and it doesn't even get like halfway to me. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! And I'm just there in the water, like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Who the fuck is throwing that?
And then some other dude comes and
Kick that dude's ass.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck them up. Like,
You see him on the boat, like, throw it halfway. Yeah, I got this.
in their defense, they're the ones that saw me go. So I think they were just panicked and they grabbed the first thing they saw. So anyways, like once they heard it, the crew responded. So then another guy came. He threw me a bigger line. I grabbed onto it, but you really only have like a few minutes to make it out. It's not like 45 seconds. Maybe in certain conditions, yeah, but it's not that cool. But still, you got a few minutes to make it out. So they're pulling me in, and then I remember this fucking big ass like dude with some Scandinavian accent. I don't know. It kind of sounded like the Terminator. It's like, God damn, are you an angel or something? So he comes like pulls himself over the rail. He hangs off. And he fucking gets like he comes in. He's like,
sick.
but it was
So
like, he's like,
an action movie.
dude, exactly. Like, and this
It's
was
like a
like,
Mark Wahlberg movie. Dog.
no, and he's like, I got you. He's like, and he fucking picks me up and like pulls me over. Exactly, he throws me over. And
Puts him over his shoulder.
I'm like, oh, thank you. He's like, I'm just glad you're safe. And that was it, because like I couldn't really
Gentle
move.
giant. Here you go, buddy.
So then I stripped butt ass naked on deck because the clothes are fucking freezing, and like I could barely move. So they kind of, luckily I'm a small dude, so they pick me up, throw me in the engine room. It's like 20 minutes. I start cooling down. They tie back up to my boat. They bring me back some dry clothes. I hop back over. The captain was like, well, you finally got a shower. 'Cause we don't shower out there for the full time. So I was like,
damn.
yeah. He's like, well, you ready to get back out there? I was like, I guess so, Bryce. Like fuck my life, right? That's why I pay you.
I remember seeing the picture of you like after like you had a beer, you went to a bar. I think you still have it on your Instagram, and you were just like hair's fucked up, your beard just
Crusty.
as hell, dude. You could check it. You should check it out. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's on your Instagram.
This dude has
Yeah.
not like you could tell this dude has not showered in like a month.
So was that initial accident? Was that when you stopped, or did you do like a few more after that?
No, I actually went back for the next season after that. Because the money was good, and I was like, I should do this again. And then,
Mind like saying like how much would you guys get paid to like do like a full season?
on average, it really depends on how much you catch. The captain I worked for was a hard ass who really hard worker. Have a lot of respect for the dude. So we were a top earning boat. We would make an average of like anywhere from 30 to like 50,000, and that's because I was one of like the earlier guys.
Okay.
But like the deck boss, he made pretty good money, like probably like at least 60 to 70. But then the captain himself, he would pull in at least like around 500,000 a season.
Is that because he owned the boat?
Yeah, and that $500K was after boat fees, after repairs, after paying everybody. Yeah, like that was what he would profit.
Extremely underpaid.
Exactly. That's what but we still got good money. But I was like, this fucking asshole. Like,
you don't care about me.
Dude.
Yeah. You know what I learned this semester?
That's fucking scary, bro. God damn. God damn.
And then so after that, after you went to college after you came home from fishing, right?
No, I started before my first season. I did a year of school, or like 2 semesters of school, and then I went fishing after. I'd go during the summertime, and then I'd come back. Then I go back up to Alaska. So yeah, that was when I was in junior college still, and then now I'm gonna finish my BA this coming fall.
Hey.
Oh, hey, there we go. For what? Majoring?
Political science and U.S. history. So it's
Nice. You gonna be a teacher?
no, fuck no. I mean,
no politician.
yeah. I mean, if I have to be, I'm down.
Politician.
But I figured since we worked this hard, I'm gonna try to take the LSAT. Oh, I am gonna take the LSAT, and we'll see how that goes. That's pretty much like the entrance exam for law school. So if I score high enough, I definitely want to do that. But if not, there's other things, like maybe like sports management or maybe education. I could look into. But
It's sick. You're just kind of just living where the wind blows right now, right?
yeah.
Just like I'm doing school just to get a degree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of started, and then
it's all paid for, I'm assuming.
yeah.
By the fucking government.
Well, the taxpayers, man.
Taxpayers.
So thank you guys.
Fucking welcome, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Every time someone's like, "Thank you for your service," in my head, I'm like, "Thank you for the taxes."
Thank you. Wink with a wink.
Do you mind if I get a beer?
Yeah, you grab one. Go for it. Go for
All
it.
right, well.
Anyone you want in there.
Is that a lager?
They come here for the first time.
Honestly, bro, because getting up here, it's like a narrow pathways. You can't do a 2-car thing at some certain points. I'm actually afraid for my life going down the hill.
That's why I drove slow, bro.
Yeah, that's why you're like, hey, come with me, or like,
Yeah, no,
I could
that's
honestly,
why-
because
because
now I'm
I
like,
told
that would
you.
have been a good idea.
Yeah, because I told you, and then you're like, no, I'll just meet him. There's gonna be hella traffic. I'm like, all right,
Go
cool.
for it, bro. Take whatever which ones you want.
And
Try
then
this one, a banana dream.
we just met at the Denny's
one-
after.
This one's the tits, bro. Everyone smokes that at work.
It's a sativa.
Yeah.
The tits.
Fuck it.
Oh, you
that
usually
shit-
do
that-
indica?
I do everything. That's why I
That's
got the
that fruity
list.
smell. That's that fruity smelling shit.
I like to usually like start my days with sativas, and then I work my way to the
Just to
indicas.
indicas?
Yeah.
What's your favorite way of consuming? I'm assuming just smoking it.
He injects it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've heard of that, bro. It's just not. It's not
What?
fun for anybody. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah. Do you do edibles?
Yeah. You definitely got to be careful with those. Those
Those are fun though.
they
Those
could
are a
definitely
good
be
time.
fun. But yeah, I'm careful when I do those because I know.
What was your first time taking an edible?
Oh god, dude, fuck. So this was in high school, and
Sick.
and
Missing and shit.
I went to a Catholic. I went to a Catholic school.
Did you almost die?
I thought I was, and yeah, that's that.
Oh, I think I've heard
for
this story
sure.
actually. Yeah.
So I went to Catholic school, and we had to go to this fucking huge fucking retreat with like all the schools in the region, and like talk about Jesus and shit. And I've never been the most religious.
Talk about Jesus.
Talk
Yeah,
about
and like,
Jesus
don't worry, I
and shit,
definitely
you know what I'm
I respect religions, but I'm not the most religious. My parents put me in Catholic school because I needed the supervision because I was a little shithead.
He's a little asshole.
So
I can only imagine that. Like, I feel like those kind of types of schools just kind of ruin it for people. You know? Like,
honestly, it was a lot of fun.
really?
The school was fucking lit.
Wow. That's cool. Let me backtrack then.
That's cool. It's fucking lit.
Yeah.
Was it a co-ed?
It was.
Did you say the school's name?
No, probably
Nah.
not. They kicked me out, so fuck them. No, I'm kidding. Nah, they're
School
cool.
of St. Teresa's. Yeah. I cut that.
But,
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
so, anyways, the school was a Catholic school, but it was filled with fucking druggies, and not necessarily just like weed and beers. Like people were doing fucking coke and ecstasy back then. Like the rave scene was huge, so everybody was just fucking wilding
I
out.
saw somebody doing
Wild.
meth.
At 14?
Yeah.
Like 14 to 18, people were doing that?
Literally, yeah, like
God.
from freshman year, like I remember my class in general, like we had the most people get kicked out, and it was mostly because of drug stuff.
Nice.
But so, anyways, we had to go to this retreat.
Cool
and
high school.
So yeah, so we had to go to this
Sorry,
retreat, and I was like, I'm definitely not doing this sober. So I had my uncle at the time. He was older, and this is when the clinics were first popping up. So I'm like, get me some edibles, get some for me and the homies. So he's like, cool, yeah, no problem. So I gave him the money. He went to go get them, and he comes back with like 3 little cookies. I'm like, oh, this fucking dick. He probably jipped me, And I was like, yeah. So
He
like,
didn't tell you, like, give you a rundown on
no.
what it was?
Well, he did say they were strong, but I just thought like he was fucking with me,
Yeah,
just
He's like 3 little ass
ship you?
cookies?
Yeah.
exactly,
Come on, bro.
And like, he's a really good guy. He would never do this, but me, I'm just like, I'm always suspicious. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So these little cookies, I'm like, they ain't shit. So I ate like fucking 2 of them, and I gave one to my friend, and like he ended up just drinking. And then my other friend, we just told him we didn't have it, so he took like ecstasy, and we all.
Wow, that was the substitute?
Yeah, exactly. This was like, I'm just
This
gonna
is
go.
totally different highs, bro.
And we all had it
A
like.
huge jump.
This place is fucked up, bro.
Bro, we all crashed too. Like we all like had a pretty bad crash where we almost all got in trouble. So first was me crashing. I'm there with the, hanging out, just like trying to vibe. Like, oh, I'm all stoned. But like next thing I know, I'm like, dude, I'm way too fucking high.
I've been there.
I hear my heart,
yeah.
and like I'm having like sensory overload, and I can't even really speak. It's not that I can't speak. I don't want to speak because I'm just so fucking scared. And then like I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be the first dude to OD from weed. I'm gonna ruin this shit for everybody.
Everybody's gonna hate me.
I'm gonna be on the news and like, oh fuck this guy, he fucked it up.
I'm gonna be such a dick.
What a pussy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, rightfully so. I'm like, who the fuck ODs to weed? My dumb ass, of course. So, anyways,
shit.
I end up throwing up, just barfing, and this teacher sees. And what's funny was she was actually my friend's sister. So we talked about this later down the road. So she sees me barfing in my fucking bag. So she's making her way over to me. Well, when she's making her way over to me, my friend who got drunk. He decided that he needed to go to the restroom, but he was so shit-faced, he fucking like tumbled down the stairs, and like, so he diverted all the attention to him. And then I'm like, oh, thank God. I didn't know what happened. At the time, but hey, that's what happened, So I was clear from there. And
So
then,
chaotic, bro.
Yeah, you fucking crawl out of the bathroom after. You're like, oh.
dude, yeah, like
It's like,
I made it.
once I threw up, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna make it. Yeah.
It's such a lit ass field trip, bro.
What about you guys?
Oh, dude, because I was just about to say it, because edibles are the fucking worst. And I always tell people, like, hey, like, first timers who come in, I'm like, hey, look, you only want to take one. Just take one. And then, like, they come back later and they're like, I took the whole thing and I got way too stoned. And that's why I only took you to take one.
Gonna get divorced now, man.
Yeah. That's your fault.
I'm gonna get divorced now, man.
But the first time I took an edible was actually my pops made them for me. And he didn't make them for me, but he just made
shit.
it. He had like a bunch of butter, and he made
Delayed
like,
reaction. Oh shit! That's all stoned I have.
He fucking he made Rice Krispies. The
How old
Fruity
were you?
Pebbles one. I was 18. I was
Okay,
living with
okay.
him at the time in La Habra, and he gave me one. And like same thing, he was like, they're really strong. And I was like, yeah, fuck this guy.
put on-
talking about.
You don't know how to live.
Look at
then
me, dog. I'm huge.
And then he dropped me off at work later that day. So I ate one. And then, like, as we were leaving, he was like, did you eat the whole thing? And I was like, yeah, I ate the whole thing. Like, what the fuck? And so I'm at work, and I'm just like, I'm working, and I'm like, I worked at, used to work at a pizza place. I don't know if you know it, Lambert and Beach. There used to be a Pronto's Pizza right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was working. I was just like folding dough and shit. And all of a sudden, like, it hit me, and I was like,
I know exactly what it is.
Oh no. I'm gonna die now. Yeah. And then
This escalated
but it's not
quickly.
even that though. It's because it's such a small pizza place that like everyone's kind of like knows what you're doing. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm moving so slow. And my
Line's backed up.
supervisor comes up to me and she's like, "Can you work a little faster?" And I was just like, "I'm just a little tired right now. My eyes are bloodshot."
He's all looking
Yeah,
at me,
right?
just really tired.
Being surprised, that's not the thing that got me fired, but but I'm looking at her, I'm like, I'm just really tired. I had a late night. And she's like, okay, just work a little faster. So I'm still doing my shit. She comes back again. She's like, hey, you need to work a little faster. You're going too slow.
I remember the story.
And I'm just like, look. Like,
So this is the second time then.
what?
She's telling you like
Yeah,
twice.
it's the
Like
second day.
okay.
Yeah.
She's
So she knows something's up.
yeah.
And I'm like, hey, look, lady, honestly, like I didn't tell her I was stoned, but I was like, hey, look, I'm just not feeling really well, so can you just like lay off a little bit? And she did. There's no crazy ending. I just was super high, and I had to walk home after.
So you see me fucking crying. I'm about to lose it right now.
I'm losing my shit right now, lady.
The worst part is like my worst edible highs are with my dad. Because I did when he was with me when I got my med card. And he took me to go to this thing, and again, I bought an edible, thinking, like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, don't eat the whole thing. And I was like, shut up, Dad.
Listen, shut up, Dad.
Like, generally concerned.
He's like, no, honestly, like, and he was like, I ate the whole thing. And then, like, an hour and a half into it, I'm driving, and I'm just like, oh, shit. I look at him, and he's just like, dude, you're so high right now. He's like, let's go watch a movie. And I was like, okay. Awesome. So I drove there.
You got some popcorn and shit?
And we watched that movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen.
Oh,
it was like
the night before?
Yeah.
You're
I don't
the present.
remember any of it. And then we turned it on again, and I was like, damn, dude. Like, it was just so crazy, because I was so fucking high. I didn't do anything crazy or nothing crazy happened, but like just the fact that I put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And like
willingly?
I was driving to
willingly. You crazy bastard.
Like you just feel it all in your face. And
Yeah.
you're just like, am I good? Am I good?
Oh man.
I just remembered, like, because with edibles, I've never been into edibles, but I remember the first time I actually took a dab. And
fuck.
Bro, I inhaled
worst,
it like
dude,
it was weed.
Yeah.
Like, and
Try to rip it.
I
what you're
remember.
supposed to do, bro.
I just remember coughing for like 10 minutes straight, and I threw up after I coughed. And then my brother left me in the truck. Well,
He's like, you good, champ?
he's like, you good? And he left me in the truck for like an hour, and I was just waiting in the truck after I threw up, like, the truck didn't have AC either, and it was fucking a summer night, dude. And I was
This is right. This is totally right. Yeah, this is totally right, dude. I can see this.
Yes, dude. And I'm like, I'm fucking done. And right, I just remember him pulling out. He's like, "Are you good? You ready to go?" I was like, I was fucking passed out, like just trying to
About to get a heat stroke and shit.
He's like, I'll put a straw in your mouth.
Are you good?
He's like, "Oh, I forgot to crack the window. Sorry, dude." Oh, my fault, fool.
Where'd he go?
No, we were at his friend's house.
Oh.
So we were at his and I wasn't trying to. The garage. They were in a garage, so the garage was fucking hot too. So if I stood in the garage, I really thought I was gonna die.
Probably hotboxing it.
God, dude.
They were, and I remember they were playing Nintendo, and my brother was just faded, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta go because I'm gonna vomit." And I ended up vomiting inside the guy, like in the guy's backyard too, and his freaking driveway that led into his backyard.
That's wild. I remember the first time I took a dab right before school. I went to school and everyone was like, "Yo, you're faded." Dude, it was so fucked up, bro. It was Miss fucking Schuman's class, bro. And they were all like, "Look, he's faded. He's so high right now."
Shut up.
Honestly, bro.
Am I good now? Am I good
just
now?
tired. I'm just tired. And but they did it to where she could hear. Like, it wasn't just like, "You're faded." No, it was, "You're faded," as I'm walking through the door, bro.
I'm fucking dead.
I'm just
You're
like,
faded.
just like, shut up, guys.
Shut up, guys. No.
And then I just put my head down. I was like, it's towards the end of the year. What the fuck am I supposed to do,
Did you smell like weed too?
Here?
Did you smell?
Probably, bro. I lived with my cousins at the time, so they were just like super fucking weed heads. But doing that dab, bro, I think that like ruined it for me after that.
I don't do dabs.
I didn't get into. So when I went to the army, and dabs weren't really a thing back then. So when I got out, I didn't know what dabs.
2014, they weren't a thing.
They're definitely a thing, but it wasn't as popular as it was, especially like with the people I was hanging out. Like everybody just smoked weed, and like the heavier shit was like hash. Remember, like when it was like that black looking rock and
brown,
shit. Yeah, or like Airwax.
Yeah.
Like that was like the first like that. So definitely like rigs and stuff. I wasn't too common to come across those. So same thing, dude. I remember the first time I took one, like I honestly never got into it because I was like, man, it's a really intense fucking high.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I got too much shit to do.
It's like heroin.
Yeah.
I'm a productive stoner, okay?
No, but what's crazy about that is there's people at work who come in and do those on the daily. Like,
They're productive
like,
stoners.
Oh yeah, dude. They'll buy like 8 of them because that's what you're allowed for like recreational legal limit.
Yeah.
And they'll come back like a week later, like, oh yeah, I need some more. I need like some girl at work needs a gram of wax a day to get through the day.
Holy
dude, that's what I
fuck.
said.
That's
bro.
well, how pricey is that too? That's like
gram of
Dude,
wax a
honestly,
day.
stuff's like $20 now.
That shit adds
okay.
up, bro.
$20 a gram and stuff like that.
I was thinking that like it's like 60 or something. Like I said, I never really buy wax.
Like
Yeah,
really
neither
good
do I.
shit is, but
Okay.
like, you know, like if they're getting to survive, they're not gonna get the bomb shit, you know.
Yeah.
To
But
survive.
no, but dude, yeah,
because they
it's-
need their fix, dude.
Oh, dude, it's crazy, bro. She's just like, yeah, I get like really bad anxiety if I don't have like a straight indica, and I just fucking take it to the dome, and then I come to work, and then I'm fine.
And then I drive to work?
I'm just like, what? Like,
And then I drive to work.
but like you hear about that too. Is like, what's your limit on edibles? Like, if you take an edible, what's your limit? Like 10 milligrams, 20?
Honestly, I never really even pay attention. I just go for it.
Bro,
I'm like, I'm gonna eat this and see how it goes. So like sometimes I'm like, oh, this didn't really hit me. And then other times I'm like,
bro,
yeah.
there are fools that work at 200 milligrams. So like, think
damn.
of like, you know the baggies I have, or
Yeah.
you know the shit that that I gave you,
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
The guys take 2 bags of those.
Jesus.
A day?
Or no, not a day, but like they'll go
Yeah.
do their shit.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Or,
I'm
like,
not
the
I'm not
drinks
too
and stuff.
familiar, but like I feel like the high too. Like it's just naturally different.
Oh,
than-
it's so much more
right?
intense, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
exactly. I'm not just tripping. Like so, I know there has to be something to it.
No. If being a smoker compared to being an edible eater is 2 totally different ball fields.
I definitely feel like
Oh,
edibles
yeah.
are more intense.
Because that's funny. Because like I rather eat edibles because I don't like to smoke and stuff like that. I don't like the burning or anything like that. But I'll take like 10 or 20 and like be chilling.
Yeah, I definitely like the act of smoking. I smoke a lot.
It's therapeutic for some people though.
The wax
You know?
pens hit. They're the wax pens are coming up too, though. Have
What
you
wax
noticed
pens?
like different types of like
Oh,
disposable
yeah.
wax pens? Because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I like. You know, it's
Well,
so
those-
convenient.
Those
so,
technically aren't wax. They're it's like oil.
oh yeah.
So it's like I'm not. It's just what it is. Because like wax is like diamonds and like sugar and like you'll see. But and like you would have to actually put that into like a pen, like a Pax pen or something like that. But like what you're smoking
like physically
is, like,
do it yourself.
Yeah, like
that
basically
shit.
scoop it and then put it in because that stuff is way more concentrated than like those.
a lot of work, bro.
disposables. No, it is, bro. But there's people out there who will fucking like that.
The fucking.
I saw. I did a interview with Brennan. Remember? I don't know if you saw it, but one of the couch surfing episodes. I saw him take a dab,
dab?
with no water in it. He did it off a rig with no water in it.
just dry.
Dry
The
as
fuck?
bro. Yeah, bro.
Wow.
And looked like a champ though. Like didn't even. Phase
I'm
him.
actually impressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I just too. I was like, whoa. Did you just like? I would be able to
Did
drive
you
home right now.
Did you just do that? Like,
No, I
But
was
hey,
crazy.
so
I was like,
what are you doing
did
after this, bro? No, okay.
so what's going on? You want to get some
He's like,
pizza?
I'm just gonna play some Warzone right now. I was like, wow. I'm gonna go home. This is weird.
So you can suck pretty hard, huh? No.
No, but he's
No, I don't
he
fuck
used to
with
be-
that.
No, yeah. But he used to be a drug addict. Like,
Oh, shit.
So like it was like
He used to hit rails
So he's
then.
used to
Yeah.
do, like,
oh no,
meth.
rails. He was doing what was it?
Like hot rails, like with like Scampe and
Broken windows.
No, I gotta cut that out because he didn't want it
Oh, my
actually
bad.
mentioned. No. It's not your fault. I would talk about it, but he didn't want to mention
no,
it.
totally.
So,
No, I respect that.
to
Totally.
him.
Yeah, totally.
But no, it was crazy. Like that's just the fact that like he just basically replaced it with something not as like intense.
Yeah.
But what was crazy? That was crazy to me, and the fact that he took that with like no, like you could just tell like oh this guy's got like you know like the habit is just like
He just needs something to fill it.
fulfill. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it was just wild.
Some kind of a stimulant. Like
Yeah.
an
yeah, exactly. But it was. I mean,
What
the
better
interview was
way though?
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's in a way you kind of. I think a lot of humans search for some kind of a stimulant. You know, not necessarily they might
yeah.
not be a drug addict, but you know, like they caffeine or
that's
fucking.
Oh yeah, it's a big.
Or
time.
like they're addicted to working out, or like they find something to kind of cling to. You know,
Yeah, this whole
not
drug-
everybody, but many.
Well, I think the drug addict thing is not really like it is a disease, but it's like I think they just found the wrong thing to be addicted to.
What also too, you know, we actually study this in history a lot. The whole notions behind drug addicts, they're really stigmatized. You know, it's really we put it on like this moral ground of like, oh, they're bad because they're doing something. We're like, no, they have legit disease.
Yeah.
But you know, that doesn't mean like they're terrible people. They're suffering through something.
no, yeah.
They're suffering through something. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of stigmas around it. You know, it's definitely not a healthy habit for anybody. But to put like a moral judgment, it's definitely not appropriate. You know.
Oh, for sure. And that's and just going back to that, like I was listening to this guy on Joe Rogan who told me told me. Like,
I was like, I'm a part of this
sitting next to
podcast, dude.
Joe
We were
Rogan,
fucking fishing, dog.
I'm
And
a part of it.
I feel you, dog. I know what you mean. I know what you're going
I'm
through.
with you. I'm with you,
No,
Joe.
but basically he was taking heroin right before every shift of longshoreman, but he was a functioning heroin addict.
Oh,
And,
isn't he a doctor? Doctor or something?
I don't.
No, I know
guy.
that's another one.
That's another guy.
It's a
though.
professor from
Yeah.
NYU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's trying to like decriminalize all drugs.
like all drugs. Because
I'm
he-
for that.
like,
fuck,
he's a-
fuck the war
he's
on
a-
drugs.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm all for that.
I'm not like. Well, I was just saying I don't agree with the war on drugs by any means.
Oh no, fuck no.
Yeah.
Because but the war on drugs was mainly on like marijuana though too. Because people were getting caught with like a gram of weed and they were just locking them up for years, and it was just like, damn, like this is the most soothing drug you can get.
So, like, that's
and
where
then,
it started?
The big thing, what
No.
I really really hate about it is, of course, like they're making a big deal out of marijuana, but also with the war on drugs became a mandatory sentencing. So
Oh, okay.
so now if you get caught for selling, dude, if you got caught for selling like an eighth of weed and like the equivalent to like the same as coke, and it's like, okay, first of all, these are two totally different fucking things.
Oh, yeah.
But it carried the same mandatory sentence because they were on the same schedule. So that's why you have people that like they serve these ridiculous sentences for selling weed. And honestly, like, I mean, man, there's many circumstances like you shouldn't try to fuck up somebody's life for essentially like a mistake.
For a couple of grams. you know?
Yeah.
And also too, like they actually had they actually have like programs too though that actually are geared towards that. Like we used to sell justice joints, which were basically like joints that were sold that actually all the profits went to the lawyers.
Okay.
That which are fucking assholes too, by the way. Lawyers some of those people are pieces of shit, but they like not you.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Just
Don't fuck it around.
Just trying to get this bread. dog.
But like that's it's crazy, like because like this is what this country is. It's ran by lawyers.
Yeah, no, it really is, and
like-
it's all for profit. Everything's about making money.
Exactly.
So that's
And
that's
like I feel like the higher the name and the like the conviction rate or whatever, like whatever percentage they have for that, like I feel like that's what they lean to. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen the movie Law Abiding Citizen? I feel like shit's actually like that.
yeah, the one with the Scottish floor. What's his name?
Gerard Butler.
There you
and
go,
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx, and he's like, "Look, dude, like we're gonna get him on 5 years," but he's like, "I just want you to try." They're like, "No, dude, we're not gonna try. Fuck you."
Right? Yeah.
We're basically just gonna put this guy away for 5 years, and then
And that's it.
he's gonna be on the street
Yeah.
again, you know? And it's just like, dude,
It's a
like,
cycle.
this guy fucking raped my wife. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Bureaucratic institutions they definitely lose their personal touch with people, and it's all about just numbers and saving face and just trying to maintain their dominance in a way or their power. That's really what it is.
Well, yeah.
They're all just trying to maintain their power.
I mean, like, in a way, like, you're kind of rooting for Gerard Butler at the end of it. You're just like, dude, this whole...
He has
place
that
is
anti-hero.
corrupt.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are fucking up the system, you know? Like, and I guess, like, it's the system they created, so, like, we're just abiding by rules, which is, like, anything.
You know, it's a really badass movie. Have you ever seen Hell or High Water?
No.
So it has a lot to do with it's about these bank robbers in West Texas and these two brothers. They're pretty much robbing banks and to buy back their ranch from the bank that's foreclosing on them. They're robbing the same bank. And Jeff Bridges, fucking badass, obviously. He's like the ranger, the Texas Ranger, who's investigating on them, and pretty much like it's the underlying tone of the movie. It's they're really challenging like the banks for pretty much taking advantage of people, you know, taking advantage of poor people, making them, letting them take out these loans that they can never
back.
take care of. Yeah. So it's kind of like this really big anti-hero. Like they're doing bad, obviously they're robbing banks, but you're definitely kind of rooting for them in this weird way.
Yeah.
But then one of the brothers is a nut. So you're like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy. Like,
Well, like, is it really weird, though? Like, because it's like, I mean... Like these people will just take your shit away and not even think twice about it. You know?
exactly. Yeah.
So
like
how cold are you really robbing that bank? You know,
Exactly.
It's like they're cold for just taking it away from you. For
and like even when they rob the
yeah.
bank, you know, we're not robbing you, we're robbing the bank's money, you know,
Yeah.
like because it's true, their money's insured, you know, so it's like they're not trying to hurt people, they're trying to get back at this bank. That was their thing. But of course, like things go south. It's a modern day Western, so there's shootouts and there's civilians get injured. So like there's a ton of gray areas. But the main thing is like they're definitely trying to get back at the bank.
Which is basically
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
that
hell
stuff
yeah.
is,
I agree.
robbing the black, and you're even like as a lawyer, you're like, yeah, dude, I'm doing that too, you know, because I'm sure like you would defend someone who needed it, right? I'm sure if like Rene got in trouble,
I was just gonna say that, dude. It's kind of clutch. If I got a lawyer in the fam, I could start fucking around. Just kidding.
Ideally, I would like
He's
to.
like, "Fuck you, dude." I can't
I would like to
say
do entertainment.
you know.
What did he do? Nah, keep him in there.
Yeah, if you murdered him, you murdered him. Man. I'm putting you away too.
Is he asking for pro bono? Yep, never mind.
We're not doing that over here. But,
Tell him to get a public defender.
But slip on shoes and shit.
It's just crazy how just the whole law system works and stuff like that. Because as like black and white as everyone thinks it is, it's very flexible. There's a lot of gray areas. Too.
I agree.
And you cannot pinpoint anything in the law because you just can't. Like you can put. It's just like the Constitution is just like the Declaration of Independence. You can sit there and read it. But it's all about perspective. It's all about what you think of that actual contract and stuff like that. Because people who are against it can be like, look, that was made by slave owners.
Yeah, and the conditions are way different now.
Exactly.
I agree.
Well, going off that, do you think and being from the military, do you tend to lean more? I don't know, I mean to get political, but
no, it's cool. I mean, I'll try to keep it as vague as possible. I would say I'm pretty centrist. If anything, I'm a little bit left leaning, to be honest with you. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't think it shouldn't be so much of a power struggle as how do we improve conditions. That's what I really believe in overall. But a lot of times people, because politics definitely it's literally that's what it means. It's a power struggle. So people just want to be on the side of what they think is right or what they think is going to win. And I think that's a notion that people got to overcome. It's fuck about who's going to win, who's going to right. How do we make things really, really a better
for the people.
Yeah, a better condition. Because obviously the way things are going, it's not too sustainable.
No.
No,
definitely
fuck
not.
no. We're paying way too much money.
Yeah, and it goes to environmental degradation or there's just things. There's just a lot of unsustainability around, and there should be more cooperation and cohesion together.
I just think that the difference between the bottom and the top are just so great.
Yeah,
that they don't care about what's going on down here.
No.
Yeah,
it's a totally different world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're living in gated communities and nothing's going on up there in fucking wherever they're living.
Even here, this is a totally different world than 10 minutes away.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
solitude for sure. I saw some dude right now all tatted up smoking a joint on a walker. And you're not gonna find that up here. You know what I'm saying? That's just a total difference.
A good perspective is what happened in Almani this week when the two cops got killed. That's only 10 less than 15 minutes away from here, but that's a totally different world than up here.
What actually happened? I didn't hear about that.
I'm not too sure of the conditions or what exactly happened. I think there was a domestic violence thing going on, and the cops responded. They tried to they went in there they knew there was a stabbing victim, so they did what they were supposed to do. They went in there to try to help the victim out, and I guess they didn't know the guy had a gun. And unfortunately, again, like I said, even though I could be left leaning. You definitely don't wish death upon anybody.
No.
So
no, or jail for sure. Though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a terrible situation.
Yeah, that's terrible. But getting to a lighter note, honestly, because it got a little serious there.
A little dark.
A little dark, dark, but maybe just political, I guess.
I think I won my wager from the College World Series.
Oh yeah, he made a wager.
So you guys do those shout outs, so I'll give a shout out to that. Right?
We didn't even do our fucking
I was gonna say that next.
I listened. I listened.
Yeah.
I'm one of the viewers.
11. We got 1 out of 11. Or 2 out of 11 with Jacob. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? But yeah,
we'll get back up there.
Shout out of the week.
Shout out of the week.
I was going to say that next, but you already took it.
One of the week. Sorry. Go ahead.
My shout out of the week is I went to pick up my brother from LAX today, Ryan. And
nice.
he was in Boston for a few days. Said it was pretty chill.
That's pretty cool. You got a job like that.
I know, it's crazy.
It's awesome.
What does he do exactly?
I don't know, but he travels. So.
He's like, no,
what's his income and what's the name of the company? No,
his social security number. No, but
it's his last four.
But I got there a little early, so I went to the nearest driving range near LAX. I think it's not even 10 minutes away.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So I was like, hell yeah. So I went to the driving range and I went, put my stuff down, and I looked, the bucket was like $20, which is pretty high for a bucket of balls just to hit, like a large bucket. And I was like, damn, it's pretty expensive, but I was going to do it regardless. And I was waiting for the guy to bring me out for the bucket. And he wasn't there I waited for 5 minutes. And then next thing I know, the custodial guy or the groundskeeper comes up. He's like, he's coming right now. And I waited for another 5 minutes, but I was talking to him, the groundskeeper. And He's like, all right. He's like, actually come over here. And he just gave me a free bucket of balls because there was a...
Oh, fuck
he
yeah.
put in a code. He gave me a free bucket of, large bucket of golf balls to hit as opposed to paying $20. So
Dude.
shout out to him, dude.
Especially out here, man. That $20 could matters, man.
Like,
Don't
and
ask any questions how you just took it and ran.
yeah. And it was crazy too because the guy, like, as he gave me the bucket of golf balls, the guy for the register pulled up. So he saw him give me the bucket, but I was like, "Hey, dude, fuck it, you ain't getting these back."
Yeah, no, exactly.
I actually bought a smaller bucket later because I wasn't done.
That's awesome that dude though too. Like, fuck it.
Shouts out to that golf place.
Yeah, dude. Like,
That's awesome.
because I looked at the reviews last night, and some of the reviews are like, "Oh, they're really disrespectful." I had a wonderful time.
Hey.
That's right, yeah.
I had a wonderful time. There was like an older dude trying to pick up on some of the chicks that were there,
Oh, nice.
but he was like
no.
60. Shout out to him too. He was still shit.
I dropped my Rolex.
I actually think he got a number.
Yeah.
There you
I actually
go.
think he got a number because I was kind of
It's sugar daddy right
yeah,
there.
dude. My AirPods were dead, so I
Can
was
you hand me the
listening.
keys to my Maybach?
Yeah, he's like, sorry, I dropped my my Maybach keys.
These Callaways are
These calories are
$5,000
fought.
each.
He's all cleaning them off in front of her. Yeah.
I'm just practicing before I head out to the south of France, you know?
I'm going to Cannes. I'm going to Cannes.
She's like, ooh, can I get your number?
But yeah, homo was spinning game. He was
And
like
that's why I want to be a lawyer.
Shouts out like an Ari Gold, bro. Like an Ari Gold, but he's an agent. Entourage. Have you seen Entourage? He's seen
Oh, no.
Entourage.
It's a great show.
That one.
Shouts out Entourage.
Yeah, shouts out. You
Yeah.
haven't seen Entourage? You gotta watch it, dude. It's a good show.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
That one in Californication.
That's a great show, too.
Showtime.
That's
Showtime
really
had some. Wait, that was Showtime, right?
That was
And then
Showtime.
Entourage was HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
both solid shows, though.
yeah, Californication was the shit. Have you seen that one?
I'll take a look at them, but I've
Yeah.
never seen them.
I think I mentioned it like the first one, but
The first what?
the first podcast. I think
First
I mentioned.
podcast?
I think I mentioned
So I
Californication.
just haven't gotten to it.
You posted it, asshole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just haven't gone to it. I don't listen. I don't listen to my own podcast.
I am not one of my viewers.
Absolutely not. I was just shit when I sleep. Nah, I doubt it, bro. I'm the first one to like my podcast.
Hey, he's like, hey.
Because I know when that shit drops.
One like and I'll retweet.
We out here,
Oh,
baby.
yes. Yeah.
He said one like and I'll retweet. Hey, one like and I'll post his podcast and he likes it himself.
Say no more.
All right, I'm posting it,
All
guys.
right, you asked for
You
it.
pulled my leg. All right,
You
guys.
asked for it.
Stop yanking the chain, dude. Fuck.
We out here.
I'll
though.
post it. We out here, though. It's a good time.
We
It's
out
a good
here.
time across the room.
And shout out to you guys.
My viewers for sticking with me. All 11 of you.
To my most loyal viewer.
It's been like 2 months.
Where were you guys in the beginning? Now it's hard and you guys all fell off. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see. I see.
No one listens after 45 minutes anyway, so.
I see how it is.
We only got 7 minutes runtime.
Hey, wasn't it 4 last time though, or like 3?
No, it's actually 2 because I posted mine, but yeah.
So 2 minutes. Oh, how was yours? I didn't listen to yours. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's finish shout outs and then I'll let you guys know.
So that was my shout out. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. We got my man's cleaning the bowl out. My shout out of the week goes to my girlfriend Victoria. She had Wingstop waiting for me as soon as I got home,
That's what's up.
or got to her house. That's not home.
That's what's up. Hey, home is where the heart is, bro.
No, it was that night in the lemon pepper wings. That's for damn sure, bro.
Where it from though? Where'd you get it from?
Wingstop.
Wingstop. You know that-
Shouts
you
out
know-
Wingstop on Harbor. They're fucking fire.
So they were lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. And
Do they have wet sauce? Do they have lemon
wet
pepper
sauce?
wet?
I'm sure they do, but I don't.
Because
I don't,
Buffalo Wild Wings has lemon pepper wet sauce.
I don't like wet sauce. Though. I like dry rub.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely a dry rub guy.
Are you
Are you a serial killer too? No.
are you a bone in or a?
Oh, bone in for sure.
Okay, for sure. For sure. What's your favorite wing spot?
I'll leave
Shouts
it
out to
anywhere.
my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Before we,
Shouts
shouts
out
out to my girlfriend.
Victoria.
She's great.
Victoria.
Wingstop. As soon as I got to the house, and it was great. And she let me finish my homework too. Shouts out to her.
Fantastico.
Mwah. What
Randy,
about yours, Big
Do you
Dog?
have a shout out? That was here.
You know what? No, actually, I do have another one.
Hey,
It's
What was the first one?
I won my bet on the
Yeah.
College World Series.
Hey,
So that's one. And my other one,
We out
like I said, I'm a degenerate, so it's regarding the same subject.
Degenerate.
I went to
Marijuana?
I went to a Dodger game on Tuesday for the first time in fucking years.
You killed someone.
No, not at all.
Apparently, that's frowned upon at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, God.
Lame.
So, anyways, I placed a bet before I went, and I was like, fuck it, it's live. Put a little bit of money on it. So, a little higher than I normally bet. And then I've never actually won a bet live. Finally won a bet live in person. And what was cool was I was sitting in the left field pavilion and the fucking the winning home run, needed the win by 2. So, the home run I needed, it came like right towards where I was sitting.
That's so lit.
So, that was pretty fucking cool.
Sick. Who was it?
Fuck. I don't remember.
You should start an Instagram page, though. You start an Instagram page, though. It's just people posting their live wins.
I see those a lot,
Sick,
or like, are they just
that'd
even
be-
giving like recommendations? And then I'm like, dude, that's a cool little side hustle right there.
Yeah, you
just-
should. That'd be a sick ass page to start.
I think I might. That'll be
Is that actually a thing? Like
No, I don't think it is.
no. People have pages like that. Yeah, I see
do
them.
they?
I see them all the time.
That's
yeah,
dope.
but like,
You can post like
but if you actually put winners up though,
yeah.
what they do is like for like $100 a month, I'll give you like winners, like 3 winners. I'll give you my 3 picks a day, or like shit like that.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
like
yeah.
And then people try to
They monetize it.
yeah, so like, and then people like subscribe to you in a way,
Yeah.
so they get your picks, and like they tell them or they don't, because maybe you
That's
suck.
lit. Like,
So-
You tell them and
Like, this
they
guy's looking
lose, and
smart,
they're like,
Apple.
yeah, I gave you $100. And
Dude,
you're
this guy won
didn't
2
say
in a
they
row.
win.
Yeah,
This guy
no,
won 2 in a row. He's on a roll.
because there's a lot of pages that do that, but then they start losing, and then like so it's a gamble.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Then they lose their fans.
And 3, 2, 1. All right, sorry guys, just coming back from another bathroom break, but good fucking podcast so far. We actually when we had a little conversation about Renee's cousin, who and it's funny too because like we always mention like your cousin, and you're always like, remember the one. Like you always say that to me. Bro.
I always say because
Yeah.
he knows him by that,
and he has like 15 cousins.
The one we
so-
shall not name.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Voldemort.
No, I was like, hey, remember? You remember, right? Everybody knows this. It's like how I have a beef with Brendan Shaw. Don't really,
Yeah.
but kind of. It's like that.
It's like
you know what I'm
that?
saying?
Yeah.
I think it's
Wow.
funny too. Though,
That's
before we even mentioned the name, like you said, you had a beef with the cousin. I was like, I already know
I already
which
know
one.
who.
Yeah.
I was like, I know.
He's like that guy?
Sure as shit, it
Oh my
was
God.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start from the beginning. So basically, Rene and his cousin come to my house in Huntington, and we're gonna go to a Swayze concert.
Swayze, those got bangers, bro.
Yeah.
It was only $5 for a
It's
ticket.
a $5 concert. Okay, hey, Corona and Lime.
Yeah,
and
homeboy was actually
buzzing was my shit. Okay,
actually kind
at
of
the
fell
time.
off. $5, damn.
Hey, it was worth our time.
It was
worth our time.
definitely.
But we went, right. We had a good time. I don't remember. Did you guys get lost, or did I get lost, or no?
I think it was
the whole
because
time,
it was a
right?
rainy day.
Yeah.
It was a rainy day, so like I remember driving the van. Remember the Astro van?
Fucking Tweety, man.
Remember the Hulk? We called it the Hulk. It was like a 1998 Astro van. It was green. We called it the Hulk. Everybody drove that bitch.
On leave one time, I had to drive it, and like, obviously hadn't got laid in a while. This bomb girl was like, "Yeah, I'm down to go out," and I literally had to drive that fucking van,
That's
dude.
so
Sick. Yeah.
I did it with pride.
Yeah.
I did it with pride too.
Yeah,
I was like,
with that, if you're driving that, you have no AC in that bitch.
No, you don't.
So you're just like, yeah, you don't.
and it was the ugliest fucking
Yeah.
green color.
I was whipping in that bitch though,
It
bro.
was honestly, it was probably the reason why we probably started arguing. No, I'm just kidding.
I was whooping in that bitch, bro. That shit fit like
Yeah.
10 people.
It did. It did. It was a full size family fucking van from like the 90s, dude. Like,
I should have like made an Instagram for that.
Honestly, that would have been fucking sick as fuck, bro.
Astro. Everybody puts rims on their fucking their Subarus. I'm gonna put rims and shit on my Astro van.
It's like Hit My Ride. You got like a fat ass flat screen in the back.
He said, "We heard you're a sneakerhead, so we put a whole rack of shoes right here."
All right, so the
That's so funny. That's so funny, guys. That
fucking audio
story.
cut off assholes. All right, I'm doing my best here. Right? Gotta look after you two, and I gotta watch this. Come on.
All right, everybody, start from the beginning.
All right, so I'm just gonna give you the fast version because you guys missed the funny version. Basically, Renee's cousin yelled at me because I made a wrong turn.
Because you made a mistake.
Yeah. And he said, "Give me the address." And I said, "No, I'm not giving you the address. I'm gonna get us home safe. Okay?
Wasn't as performed
you're gonna
as the last
get you're gonna get me home safe, and then wherever you guys go from there, I don't care." But yeah, that's basically what happened. I don't
And then
know.
they saw each other like 3 years later.
It was all
And then
copacetic, right?
Huh?
Was it all? It was all cool.
Yeah,
right?
it was chill.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's a
I don't
good-
think-
that's a good
I
night.
think
No, he's
we
not a
were-
bad dude. He's just
Wait,
a
where
complete
was
asshole
it? Where
sometimes.
did we see each other again?
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Long Beach. You met for shout out Freddie Bum Bum.
Pretty fun.
Oh, that
We went
night.
for his
He was in performing.
He was there?
yeah. It
no.
was his performance. He performed at a
Raul? Or no,
No,
not
Derek.
Raul. Yeah.
He's supposed to have another performance soon, isn't he?
you gotta cut out the name.
Oh yeah. Derek
Huh?
performed.
Yeah, you gotta cut out the name.
Oh,
so
your
he's-
cousin
Freddie, though, he's supposed to have another performance soon, right?
He already did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Shit.
I was busy that night. Couldn't go. Shout out to him though.
Shout out to him.
We'll get him on the podcast.
Yeah, eventually, and we'll
a
go
good
to
dude.
a show sometime.
No, Freddie's the shit.
Oh, he was
He's a good
super
dude.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Derek,
Yeah, back to this guy with his cousin, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
no, it was chill. It
No.
was chill though. No, it was chill.
No, it was chill, and then
Yeah,
it got to
had a
that
good
point.
time.
I don't know. Like, was he just frustrated? I don't know. I guess is that so? Like, from what you guys show me, it's like how he normally acts.
Yeah, that's
Is
just
that, like,
yeah. That was shit.
No, yeah, I
That's
didn't,
just
I,
him.
didn't, I didn't really take it to heart too much. I was just like, okay,
It's
like,
nothing personal.
yeah.
I think when he brings it up, it's more of like a fucking funny thing too. Because remember, I
He
was
still
renting.
brings it up too.
No, because I was renting the spot, the bar little in the back
the
behind the
barbershop.
barbershop. I was renting that little space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think he saw it on the camera because he
That
has
I was
cameras
there.
everywhere.
He's
in
like,
that bitch.
oh, fuck this guy.
Because I was like, I'm doing a podcast, and he saw it on my Instagram, like who I was doing a
He's like,
podcast
he's like,
with.
that piece of shit.
Yeah, he's like, you did it with him? And I was like,
Y'all
yeah.
can't do it here no more.
I'm like, yeah, it's me.
Nah, it
I'm like
wasn't-
looking in the camera, like, yeah, it's me.
It wasn't anything
Yeah.
like that though. It was chill. He's
Nah,
like,
I'm
he's like, why
sure.
don't you tell me? I don't fucking care. I was like,
Oh yeah,
just
I
didn't
don't
bring it
think.
up.
I feel like it's something that we just gotta like break the ice with though. Like be like, hey, remember that time? You know, like but
Yeah, after that it would be cool.
I think
Yeah, man. If
It's
you're holding a
now.
grudge, from the Swayze years, then like you
The
got bigger
Swayze
problems.
years?
this was after the Swayze years.
Yeah, this was after
This
the
was
Swayze
post
years.
Swayze years.
Oh,
This was post Swayze. This was post Swayze.
Post Swayze is like, what year was that? I don't know. I think
you
I
know
was
who fell off
19.
too? Lupe Fiasco. He fell off big time.
Yeah,
Like
Superstar was great. Yeah,
big decline.
Yeah, he did.
Fast as fuck too.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah. I agree.
okay. Most enjoyable album. Let's just throw that out there. I'm gonna throw it out there.
For what genre? For hip hop or?
No, most enjoyable album. What album do you go back to and just like, hey, this is the shit? I can honestly say mine is Graduation by Kanye West. That's like my most enjoyable album.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he's
Ill-
got like all different types of levels to that album.
I think Illmatic by Nas is a great
Damn,
one.
that's a good one.
That's always
Yeah.
because it has fun songs. It has like some raw shit.
One time for your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was like 19 years old. When he
Yeah,
was something
bro.
that's
So
or
young.
18
You know,
years old. It's
I was
fucking
actually listening
insane.
to something about it, and he was like one of the first rappers to have different producers for each song because his
Wow.
producer wasn't available.
Yeah.
He had different producers for each song. You're not supposed to do that.
And it's crazy though because
At that time.
He
that
worked
can
with
go,
DJ Premier too in that album, did he? Or
I'm not too sure.
I think so. I might be wrong.
That can go to like so many different places too if you got different producers because everybody's
Yeah.
trying to match the same vibe. You know what I'm saying of the album. So I can see how that can fuck up.
What do you
So-
mean?
Yeah.
Like
well,
if you have
that may-
multiple producers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But maybe that's why the range is pretty.
Well, it's about like taking beats now, right? You just take a beat and you just keep singing over it. That's why dudes have like 1,600 songs in their fucking drive. It's like they're not really doing anything
No.
with it. They're just
They're saying
keeping it
words, bro.
safe. Yeah.
What about you, man?
My probably Man on the Moon.
That's a great one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think that speaks to like our whole generation, right?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I think so. I think
'Cause
Kid Cudi he
I
really
think-
captures
Okay.
the zeitgeist and like the feeling for a lot of people in the generation.
Yeah, because I think he definitely like every person I ask, he's like, because I'm a Kanye fan. Like I prefer Kanye
I like Kanye too.
completely. Well, I like him over Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, I like
really?
Kid Cudi.
Yeah. See, and that's most people's answer.
Yeah.
And I think it just speaks to most of the generation. Like me, I don't think that like that really applies to me. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm better, but I'm just saying like I just prefer Kanye over Cuddy for
And
the
David's
way
like,
it's
that's
coming
not like
off,
not
yeah.
me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's you, and I get it.
Yeah.
But like me, I think I'm just no. But I get you though.
I think
like,
after Indica, I just wasn't. I wasn't.
Indica
really,
was kind of I don't like that rock. I even totally forgot that rock one.
Well, he did like stuff under like not necessarily Kid Cudi though, right? Didn't he do
think so.
one like
Well,
Wizard was it or something? Like it wasn't Kid, it was him, but like it wasn't Kid Cudi, so to say.
Yeah, you kind of a different name, like an alias.
Yeah, like an
Really?
experimental type. I think so.
Oh, what
Yeah.
was it
I'm not
called?
sure.
I saw Kid Cudi live at Hard Summer. That was fucking wild.
I've got to see him
That
a
was
few
after-
times.
Perform the hits.
Yeah, after he just sobered up. That was great.
After he was that after
I was like, give him some blow.
somebody throw it up,
Let's see it happen.
throw it on stage.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him was what was it? Was it The Man on the Moon 2 with like Mr. Rager? Was
Oh,
that
that's a
album?
good one.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Rager is a good
I
song.
saw him. That was the first time I saw him when he was touring for that album.
That's lit.
It was pretty cool.
That's a yeah.
Chain keeps going back.
That'd be a funny view if you had a camera like
Yeah.
facing this way. You just see a camera like fucking it's getting closer.
Sorry, dude. It's just that like it has to pick up on here.
No, I
Otherwise
get
it's
you, I
gonna
get
sound
you.
like you're whispering because like he had a mic that was well, he has a mic that's like really low in gain.
Yeah.
So like when I have to turn the volume up all the way on his all the time, so it's just like
No, I get you, man.
yeah. I'm not trying to do it to like.
No, dude, you're good. You're good. I get you. Totally.
I'm just like, hey,
Excuse me.
yeah. I need to have like a signal for people, just like I should flip them off.
Put the fucking mic closer, dude.
They'll definitely grab their attention. Right?
How bad you want to be on this podcast? We're there already? Goddamn.
Just get really mad.
Yeah.
Dude, do you fucking mind? Put the fucking mic closer, you fucking dumb fuck.
Can you
And you're
act like a fucking professional?
yeah, and then you're like, all right, and we're back.
You know what'd be funny is getting like all your
You know, but like this one dude at the bar do this all the time. Like I always like, I could be agreeing with them, but I'm like, fuck him. You know, like,
I just don't like his face, dude.
I'm gonna gaslight him today.
It's
I'm kidding.
devil's advocate thing. It's just like fuck this dude.
No, he's a good dude. Yes.
No, shut. He's
Oh, probably, but you're the one who argues with him. So.
I'm the asshole, actually. No, exactly. I know.
I choose violence.
Yeah, I'm the one stirring the shit.
Yeah, I choose the violence.
What were we talking about before? Fuck. Well, your day. You like to argue with people at the bar. That's
Oh,
awesome. That's so great.
No, just
Alcoholics
certain people.
going at each other.
Yeah, and like I could be totally like not even agreeing with myself, but I'm just like, no, fuck, I'm gonna keep on going with this just because I know it's pissing him off.
Oh, like I was saying before, I think all you guys should be on like a podcast together. I think that'd be funny.
We're gonna need like fucking how many mics?
It'd be a lot.
No. What, like you,
Oh, the other one.
probably Ryan. I don't think Ron's gonna do it, right?
Nah, probably
Your
not.
brother
Probably
Ron.
not.
Yeah. And then, like him and like Raul, and then Raul, right? So,
Yeah.
Okay. No,
We
not
call him
Raul.
Raw.
No, not Raul. The other one. The one.
Yeah.
Derek?
D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be like the 5 because I can do that on here.
Oh, with this freaking thing too.
Well, we have two.
Yeah,
more
we have 2 more.
interfaces.
Damn!
Yeah. I think that'd be fucking
Can
hilarious.
rent these bitches out, bro.
I'll just throw some topics out there and just be like, all right, let's see what happens. You know.
Probably talking like shit about sports would be the easiest thing to
Oh yeah.
find some disagree because we all like different teams.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
Like we all don't like the same shit pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you a Saints fan?
He's a fucking bitch.
First off, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying, dude. That was our Super
Win a
Bowl.
fucking Super Bowl.
you're
We
a
were
Colts
gonna
fan,
win it.
man.
We were gonna
Yeah,
win a
you're a
Super
Colts
Bowl.
fan. Yeah.
No,
No,
he's,
I'm a
he's
Viking fan.
He's still
We-
pissed off that we fucked up Brett Favre.
Exactly,
the
dude. That
Saints
was
fucked up
our
Brett Favre.
fucking year, dude. It was a magical story. First of all, he came
yeah, it
back.
was,
He was
yeah.
gonna tear it up,
AP
Old as
was
fuck,
killing
bro.
it. Yeah.
and then you guys literally like
placing
were
bounties.
targeting. That's
They were
some
placing-
That is
chicken shit stuff
Not-
right there, man.
not gonna lie, that is-
Jonathan
Yeah.
Vilma.
Not gonna lie, that is pretty fucked up.
I would not condone that as a coach. Just saying.
That's awful.
As a fan, one thing. As a coach,
As a fan, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, we got a Super Bowl out of it, so
Well, yeah, maybe
it's the
not.
last fucking time. And you
No.
know what? You guys haven't beat us in the playoffs since then.
no, we haven't.
So there you go.
Bro, I remember I was so pissed off watching the Minnesota Miracle.
Bro.
I was fucking, bro, I threw my phone. I was at work, and I was watching on my phone. I was ringing a customer up, actually. And I was like, I was trying to keep it low key. I was ringing it up, and then it was like, I couldn't say son of a bitch, but I said it under my breath. I was like, son of a bitch. And then I rang her up, and then I got it right here. I was like, went to the back. I was like, fuck.
Fucking heart just broke.
Yeah, dude. Shattered.
It's awesome.
Shattered. It's not awesome, bro. But
Well, the Rams just won the Super Bowl, so I don't care what you guys talk about.
that was a good win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a clear W. But
I like it. I love it for Stafford.
oh, so you're a Vikings fan. So
He's a
then,
I'm a Vikings
then,
I'm a Saints fan.
Dude, your dad would be perfect for the podcast,
My
but
dad's a Colts fan.
Colts fan, and then Ryan's
Ryan's a Steelers fan.
Steelers. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ryan's a Steelers fan.
Ron would probably be great to talk about. Little Ron with sports because he's passionate about that shit. He'd actually be great.
That's true.
But
And he has a lot to say. He's pretty smart. He's pretty intelligent
I'm
with
just saying
sports.
we can do it.
just saying.
We can go like round table.
Was that?
What's funny though? One thing I will give credit to Rene and his brothers and dads. Like they're one of the few only OG Clipper fans.
Yeah, but
That-
yeah, exactly. Fags. Oh,
And-
fans. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, like I still don't like the
cut that
Clippers,
out,
but
cut
like
that
at least they're OG fans.
No, but it's funny because there's so much shit talking. Like because
No, it's
they're
terrible.
Laker fans.
Yeah, all of us are all Laker fans.
Why?
So that's how it feels
you
like
guys,
Notre
though,
Dame
yeah.
SC though. For me though,
I know facts. That is true.
But like, why? How you become a? Is your dad a Clipper fan?
My dad- we
haters,
used to have
haters. That's why haters.
Basically, what you have to
My
do.
dad had season tickets. They were cheap, obviously.
And low key, those
But
games are fun though.
They were
They're
fun
yeah.
because there's two. He used to take different people. Sometimes we used to buy some tickets next to them.
been way more Clipper games than Laker games. I'll say
Yeah,
that
dude.
much.
We used to go-
Way
we used to go to
more.
the games
That's what's up.
with
They're cool. They're
like
fun.
Payakowski, Elton Brand,
Corey
Darius Miles,
Maggette.
Corey
I think I
Maggette.
went one time. No. I
Lob
didn't,
City?
dude.
Did you
No,
go during Lob City?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Was it
that was the
courtside?
closest. That was the closest thing we could have gotten to a championship too. Lob
Yeah,
City.
you guys did.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Chris
fucking
Paul,
Blake
and damn near his
Griffin,
prime,
DeAndre
like-
Jordan. That was a sick ass team.
Jamal Crawford.
It was.
Crawford
Jamal
was on team
Crawford,
too.
dude. Jay crossover.
Yeah.
The Clippers had 2 6 men. Like
Of the year.
6 men in a year. Jamal Crawford and Mo Williams after he came back from fucking Cleveland.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
forgot
That's
that too.
crazy. Yeah.
Facts, dog.
Like, see, like
And Chris Paul was like, I need to leave.
I don't mind the
Can't be here
Clippers
no
when they're like the Lakers' little brother, but when they're competing with the Lakers, it's like no.
But the fact,
Well, I remember that first game when Kawhi won the championship after the Raptors. Everyone was like, "The city's his."
the city's his.
And then COVID hit, and then LeBron was like, "No, city's mine."
City's mine, bitches. City's mine, bitches.
As a Laker fan though, it's like we accept that ring with a grain of salt. Like, you have to.
No, you have to, dude.
Yeah.
You're a bubble championship winner.
Bubble championship winner.
Well, let me just tell you, bro. All the Laker fans at my fucking work, bro, they're assholes. That's for sure.
All of them are?
Well, it's just because I'm a Boston fan.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh well, dude. I mean, yeah. Fuck. There you fucking go.
Exactly, bro. So
How the fuck you from California and a Boston
Yeah,
fan?
how are you a Boston
KG's
fan?
my favorite player.
Oh, really?
As
So
soon as
be
I
a fucking Timberwolves fan
No.
or something,
That's
bro.
true.
fuck no. Anthony Edwards. Actually, it would be
Edwards is
not a
pretty
bad
badass.
time.
Yeah. They're actually they're a good young squad.
Timberwolves
They're
fan,
fun.
but, when Kevin Garnett moved and Paul Pierce was also like the truth, I was like, dude, that's like one of my favorite players.
Ray Allen, shooter.
When they all
bro.
got together, I was like, all right, I'm bandwagoning, and we just kept it
This is what we
going.
going. This is what we
I was
rolling with.
originally a Heat fan.
I was about to say, did you go back to the Heat or
No,
you stuck?
no,
Well,
no.
obviously you stuck
We've
with
been-
Boston.
We've been with Boston the
Okay.
entire time. We only had one bad year though. Honestly, we made the playoffs every other year, so
There was no real decline.
never.
We up. We always up. Y'all down. I'm up.
Sucks to be a Laker fan. Oh.
But that's how honestly, like the odd man out. That's how it feels to being a Notre Dame fan in a big SC family.
Well, what made you a Notre Dame fan? Because they're in what, like Illinois or
No,
something?
they're in
like that?
Indiana.
Exactly. Wait,
Yeah.
What?
My
Bend.
pops, he's a big Irish fan, and same thing. That's like the only same team that them and the Lakers that we really like agree on. So I stuck with Notre Dame ever since then. But like during those Pete Carroll years was fucking heartbreaking and difficult,
I
dude.
miss those years, bro.
Yeah.
Who was that? Fucking.
That's Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, fucking.
Dude, the
Line
Bush
there.
push.
Carson Palmer,
I
right?
remember, dude. You know
Before-
Arnino, dude.
Before. Oh.
Yeah.
Man,
The Bush push?
I literally cried that game because Arnino was talking so much shit, and I was
Oh,
so
wow.
mad, dude. Like he
He's
just got
such a
under my
shit talker,
skin,
dude.
and I was like,
I think after that though, Notre Dame's been doing way better, right?
"Oh yeah, no, we've been
Yeah.
Because
easy
I'm an
dub.
SC fan too, but like,
Yeah,
nah, it hasn't been the same.
No,
but you know,
that's for
I
sure.
mean, Lincoln Riley has all the hype right now. I think they're going to be an offensive juggernaut probably, but you know, he gives up so many points.
I was
And
like, that's what he did. That's what he did in Oklahoma. He gave
Yeah.
up a lot of points, but he scored a lot of points.
exactly,
He
but
just outscored him.
I don't like
Sick.
that. I don't know. I feel like oh, we're just
No more.
we're just going to score more than you.
A little more defense. At least try to stop him.
At least put some effort into it, you know. But his
Yeah.
offense is great, and he is a fucking genius on that
Yeah.
side of the ball, without a doubt. And you know, dude,
I'm excited, though.
his quarterbacks are fucking stud, bro.
I'm excited for this year. Caleb
I don't really
Williams.
watch college football, so
I like college football more than the pros. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy
They're
college a little
playing for
more.
something, bro.
Why?
I mean, now I don't know with NIL and stuff.
You know what? So
Yeah.
obviously, like the NFL is the best of the best. They're the elite. But as somebody that just really likes football, I think it's cool. You know, there's so many teams that are obviously better than one another. So teams really have to tailor their game plans to be successful. So you get a lot more variety of different offenses, different defenses, different packages. You know, so there's because they got to make something work. You know, where in the NFL it's like everybody's fast, everybody's fucking strong. So it's like
Everybody's the best.
so like you know like you're
That's how
gonna
it's supposed to be, though.
yeah exactly yeah. So I like
Like in
the
the MLB, that's what you're talking about right now. Is like no one makes mistakes. Don't make a mistake.
it's way different than college baseball. You know, like
college baseball. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like in MLB, like the mistakes you see in college baseball, it's just like you would never see that in a fucking pro game. You know?
Yeah. Because you can tell. Like when we were watching them, you can tell that some of them were like, damn, or were way better than others.
Oh yeah. I remember when Baum Stromberger. It's probably fucked that up completely, but it was this dude who pitched for West Virginia, and he was supposed to be like the next big thing. But
Kenny Powers. Okay.
Powers.
Oh,
You guys ever
Have
see
you seen
that
that
show,
show?
dude?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down,
fucking
so
great.
funny, dude.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
You gotta watch it. He put me on. He put me on to that one. He put me on to the Righteous Gemstones.
That's a good one too.
That's a funny one, dude.
That's Danny McBride also.
yeah. They're
And
both-
John Goodman,
Yeah, John Goodman was pretty
Wow,
cool in that
really?
movie too. He was a fucking gangster in that shit.
Adam Devine too from Workaholics.
No shit, he's in it too.
He's a youth pastor,
Is
bro.
Is it a movie or is
No,
it
it's a series.
It's a series.
series?
He's
I'll
a
have to
youth
watch it.
pastor, so he's all dressed all cool and trying to be all godly,
But dude, like him and like his what is he like his not even his protege.
his assistant / protege.
What does he call him? Like his greatest save
His
or
greatest accomplishment.
Yeah,
or
there you
something?
go, like-
Because he saved this guy from Satan.
Yeah.
He turned him into God. And he calls him his protege, but this dude's just fucking weird and awkward. He'll like show up at a random place. He's like, "Hello, do you need help?"
But there's like this
Just
so much
randomly.
hilarious like gay tension between the two, and like it's just
Obviously.
so fucking funny the way they play it off. You know, it's like
I have to watch it.
Yeah, you definitely got to, bro.
it's definitely taking a jab at like mega churches and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's
I'm
fucking
sure.
funny.
Yeah.
Joel Osteen, what's his name? Joel Osteen.
Joel
Yeah,
Osteen.
like stuff
Yeah,
like
I've seen
that. It's a great show.
It's like a
funny.
money thing. Is that
Yeah,
how it is?
it literally
Like,
is.
Yeah, no, that's all they're like. They're not like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like they're not genuine good Christians by
No.
any fucking means.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
They're sinning all the fucking time.
what are you guys doing? We're fucking partying. That's what it looks
They're
like.
just doing blow on the table.
You ever seen that video of that pastor who's like, there's just demons on that airplane. That's why I need a private jet. You ever seen it?
Shit, no.
No, you should
No.
watch
Yeah,
it.
it's an
You
older
haven't
dude,
seen it?
right?
Yeah.
And his eyes are all like freaking crystal
like the
clear blue.
devil,
He
yeah.
looks like freaking he's possessed, dude.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
crazy.
Oh,
This
there's
girl-
devils on that plane. I can't go
Yeah.
on there. That's why I need my own.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's
Pull it up,
that's
Jimmy.
crazy.
Let's see what we can do here. No, I'm just kidding.
Jimmy. We got a TV right here. Young Jamie. All right, hold on.
Actually, this I could plug it in there, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But but it's possible. That's all I'm
but
saying.
it is possible. Just saying, it is possible. Maybe one of these
One of
days.
these days, but I think the whole Angel Clan, if they got together, I'd be down just to do like the whole technical shit. If you guys all got together, I'm down for that.
Just put us in a circle. We're like, all right.
Well,
what
we'll
are
do
we
like
doing?
we'll do 4 at a time because 6 people is talking. There's too much people talking at one point.
Yeah,
There's side
eventually, probably the way we
conversations,
all argue, it might just get to a lot of like,
Yeah.
just got to cut like a whole like, all right, they were just
side
arguing.
conversations and shit. Yeah, I think 4 people max because of this. I think we're solid.
See what's up.
Yeah, if you plan it, bro, I'm down to come and fucking.
Yeah, we could do it up here too.
Yeah.
You guys are more than welcome.
Oh, if I had my van, I could freaking
Bring everyone.
I could bring everybody,
Just
dude.
kidnap them like old school.
You're my
Put a
boy.
bag over. Put a bag over his
Didn't we
head,
go to
put him in.
fucking that one bar in Pico in that van?
The junction?
No, not Junction. It was Lagunitas. I don't know if you guys mentioned companies or whatever. That's why the one off of
one's
it's
listening,
right there.
actually,
It's off of Telegraph and fucking
Probably.
Rosemead. Yeah, remember it was like.
There's been a lot
It
of
was
drunk
dude. It was
times.
literally like after a like $2 Tuesdays at Maggie's. We went to that
Oh.
spot. Remember?
All I remember is I went to Maggie's one time and I used your ID.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was that night.
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause I was like
because I used my military ID and I
20.
gave you my ID.
I was like 20 because
Mind
we're
you,
only a
you're
year
like
apart.
yeah, but you're also like fucking at least like half a foot taller than me.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck.
They didn't. Yeah.
They just like that was
Hey,
how
looking
good.
back at it, bro, that is so crazy.
Right? No, like we do kind of,
like
we
this,
definitely
like-
do resemble each other. Like you can tell we're cousins, you know. But like he is a lot taller
But
than
like,
me.
if they actually looked at the height,
You look like, hey, you motherfucker! Like
I'm like, what's up, dog?
I would say
out of
the-
growth spurt, man.
The only estranged
grew
one
big
out would
time.
be like Ryan because he's like the darkest, right?
Yeah.
Well, Raw's pretty dark
Raw's
too.
pretty dark too.
Yeah.
I don't think I meant Raw, so I wouldn't know. But
Nah.
yeah,
We call him Raw, but his name's like he says it Raul.
Yeah, that's technically. I'm pretty sure that's his real
We
name.
should say the
Raul.
whitewash name.
Raw.
Yeah.
Or a whitewash. I'm pretty
I
whitewashed.
feel like it's more lazy than anything.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to say. Like I identify with Mexican culture, maybe like Chicano culture.
Yeah.
but-
Latinx.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean,
shit.
cut that out. Don't put
No
that in. Don't put my reaction to that.
I'm gender
dare you.
fluid. Okay.
Remember that.
I wear skirts too. Stop it.
When I'm running for office later, look at his reaction.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was like 4 beers in.
Can't do that to me.
You ever seen
That was a setup.
You can't cancel me.
That was a setup. That was from the deep state. No.
You ever seen the campaign with Will Ferrell?
Oh yeah, Zach, yeah.
Zach Galifianakis, that shit is so funny where he punches the dog.
baby. He punches the baby. The dog has a baby.
He's like, you little fucker. And you actually see it connect too, bro. He actually connects with the baby's face.
What way to piss off Americans more? You punch a dog and a
And a
baby. Let's call it quits, man.
He's calling it quits. It's a rap. It's a rap after. That was a funny ass movie though.
Texas, bro. So
If I was his campaign manager, I would just turn on him. Like, fuck this dude. I don't want to be associated with him.
in fact, I'm running for president.
I'm running for president. It's me.
Surprise.
Surprise.
I've been the brains. He just went out of left field.
Sorry about that.
Once I started
folks.
punching kids, I was like, that's not me no more.
I draw the line at punching babies. Jesus, that's funny though.
Well, me hold up in like a motel room with a fucking bunch of prostitutes and shit, all blown out again.
I'm sure that's how all of them are.
I did not mean to do this.
I didn't.
Don't check the laptop.
I said I draw the lines of babies.
He throws the laptop out of the window.
What do you want now?
Sir, we got it.
The hard drive's still intact. Fuck.
It's like Ted where they have to bury it. They bury it. They go in the harbor.
the
in
harbor.
their wetsuits, and they put it in the harbor underwater. Fucking dumb, bro.
We'll never find this.
They're gonna never find this.
Well, we're an hour and a half in, and I think we still good or
I'm chilling, bro.
chilling?
I mean, if you gotta bounce, that's cool.
Yeah, I gotta do some homework.
For sure.
Yeah, but it's
did
been
you-
nice here. It's been nice here. That's cool. Definitely have to come back.
You're gonna give me a ride to a bar right now.
Huh?
I said you're gonna give me a ride to a bar right now because I can't drive.
But this is Damien, and this is
My name is Rene, and
And I'm Randy.
I'm ready.
and this is Across the Room. Hope you guys have a good night.
Goodbye.